Alright, I apologize for how this is going to turn out, but I need to get this out as soon as I can. So you may or may not have heard that Doom 1, 2, and 3 got a switch port. And by switch port, I mean one finger in mouth, one finger in ass kind of switch. If you don't listen to anything else I say right now, just listen to this. Don't buy these. You are effectively being scammed. There is so much wrong with these releases, and there may be some misconceptions about what's going on. That's why I'm here. I'm just trying to put together what we know for sure. I guess we could start by saying this isn't really a port because there's no original source code. As of 1997, Doom's original code has been under what's called the Doom Source License, which basically restricts it from being used in any commercial manner. Obviously, it would take Bethesda a little bit of time and money to get their hands on it, so what's the next best course of action? I don't know. And Bethesda sure as hell doesn't know either. Now, I don't know how much of this is Bethesda's fault and how much of it is actually the porter's fault, Nerve Software. For brevity's sake, we'll just say it's Bethesda's fault, because it's always Bethesda's fault. Bethesda decided to remake the entire Doom engine in Unity. And I don't mean those disgusting end credits either. I mean the entire thing. And it's really obvious because not only are there a lot of leftover Unity pieces in the game, but the same watermark for the trial version of Unity shows up in some of the copies. These hacks rebuilt Doom in an unlicensed Unity copy. Just take a look at the music, which is obviously slower and more echoed. That's because the people that made this, instead of just copying Doom's incredibly small sound processor, re-recorded them with the shitty default MIDI font and then compressed the frequency. Don't even bother trying to mess with anything to get it to sound better either, because the switch port is incredibly limited with options. You can't even fix the random pitches, which is one of the most universally hated Doom options ever.
Hey Bethesda, does this sound good? Does this sound good at all?
For a game that's so creative in its flexibility, this is almost an insult. Oh, and heaven forbid we forget the Bethesda net. A screen so dystopian in its implementation that it gets Bethesda ridiculed for days. Having to authenticate an email for a game with no online capability, a game that used to have online capability, but you removed it, along with the rest of the original 2012 Xbox Live Arcade port, which you haven't refunded, by the way. There's been no reports of refunds for it. The PlayStation 1 is back, who knows, maybe they'll put it up by the time I'm done talking. But this lack of substance is not deserving of us cataloging our emails in your system. When you can't even do that right! You don't actually need to put a real email into this login. It'll work with any garbage. Just slap your nuts on your Switch screen, it'll work. Oh, and should something possess you to where you put in a different email and you decide you want to go put your actual email into Bethesda's database instead? You can't! After you put in an email, there is no setting to go back and change it. There is no way to remove your scribbles. There is no way to change your login. Bethesda can't even scam us correctly anymore. What the hell happened to you guys? I hope Nerve Software is embarrassed. I hope Bethesda's embarrassed. I hope ZeniMax is embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. You have the gall to come to me and ask me for my money when you can't even pay for your own damn copy of Unity. Anyway, I'm sorry for this being such shitty quality, but this needs to get out as soon as possible. Fuck Bethesda and fuck video gaming. I hope we have another fucking video game crash.